Hello and welcome to today's video tutorial related to MS Excel function AND. In this video, I'm explaining about AND function, its practical application, and about conditional formatting. Friends, believe me, these videos I'm uploading are just going to be good enough for you to handle any day-to-day task at any office. These sessions are going to help you improve your MS Excel expertise from a beginner level to an intermediate level, which I can promise for you. Okay, let's try to understand this AND function with the help of two practical scenarios today. So I have not seen many people using AND function, but AND function has a lot of advantages which are going to be very helpful in resolving practical day-to-day scenarios. So let's begin with this function. Let's start with understanding the syntax of this function. Syntax is how we write this formula. So as with any formula, it starts with the equals, is equal to, and then AND function. So the formula is, so it will contain logical 1, logical 2 and dots are there. This means that the logical 1, logical 2 are condition 1, condition 2, condition 3, condition 4. Like this, it can go up to 255 functions. 255 functions can be accommodated in the AND function. So the uniqueness of AND function is, so if all these conditions are met, are found to be true, then only it is going to give us a value that the overall result is true. So understand, the uniqueness of this AND function is it can hold 255 conditions in one formula, and for this function to return the value as true, all the functions, all the criteria in the formula has to be true. Then only it will give a overall result as true. So this particular uniqueness of this function can be used for day-to-day problem solving. So let's take one example today, a simpler one. So here is the list of candidates appearing for an interview, and they are from different age groups. They are from different states, and it includes a mixture of male and female candidates. Suppose I have a requirement that, as you can see in this formula I have written. So I have a requirement here is that no, the candidate should be less than or equal to 30 years, and I am looking for male candidates for this particular job role. And another thing I am looking for is, for some reason, this is the candidate must be from Goa. This is the criteria I have here. So I want to filter out only the candidates who are less than 30 years and who are male candidates and who are from Goa. So it can appear simpler for a data containing only 8 entries, but when you are handling data including hundreds, 500s or thousands of data points, then it's not going to be an easy task. It's not, you can do it manually. So there comes the formula. To filter out, what I do is, this is the formula I have applied here. No, in the comment box, I have added the formula to show you how I did this. So this is the column I had entered my formula here. So and B2 less than or equal to. B2 is the cell where the age is included. B2 less than or equal to 30. C2 is the male or female differentiator is there. C2 is equal to male. You notice that one, no, I have written male in inverted commas. So whenever you are using text values in a formula, uh, we are needed to include it in inverted commas. This is one important point. As a beginner, you should know. But if you have already an expertise in Excel and you are about intermediate or an expert level, you should be knowing this thing. Here again. So in the last column D, column D, D2 is equal to Goa. Again, I have written it in inverted comma because this is a text value. So, as I said, AND function requires only is going to return true value. Only these conditions, all these conditions are met. If one of the condition is false, suppose let's say, check with this example. So here the age is not 42, is 55. So that's the reason is false. So we were looking for male candidate. This condition is true, met. We are looking for somebody from Goa. This is true, this is met. But the criteria that did not meet is age. So we were looking for somebody below 30 years, but what we have here is the 55 years. So that's the reason is giving a result as false. So whereas in this particular example here, so age and I'm comparing looking for the age here B4. This is the cell B4. So which contains a value 29. So B4 less than or equal to 30. So is this condition met? Is this condition true? Yes. B4 is less. B4 has a cell value 29, which is less than 30. So this result is true. And then C4 is equal to male. Is this condition met? Is this criteria met? Yes, this is also true. So C4 cell we have male here, which was what we were looking for in the formula. And in the last cell D4, I have written condition to be true. D4 is equal to Goa. So this is also true. So the end result should be true. So don't worry about the numbers keeping automatically changing. Why it is happening is because no, I use the rand between function. So that's the reason it's using. I did not make it a constant. So that's the reason it's changing. So doesn't matter anyway. So this is just for an example. What you need to understand here is that in an AND function, if all the criteria are true, then only it is going to be true. So now I can easily filter out, just add a filter and just choose the choose true or false values. You will be able to filter out only the candidates that you are looking for. So take out the false and then choose only true. Okay. So this will list. These are the employee 1, employee 3, employee 5. These are the ones who have meeting our criteria. But again, this one changed back, number is changed because of that rand function. I'll do something about this one. So now that's been taken care. Let's check this one again. Who all are the candidates meeting our particular three criteria? The age less than 30 years, they should be male candidate and they should be from Goa. So there are two entries here, two candidates, employee 3, employee 5, who are meeting all our criteria. Age less than 30, sex group male, and then state Goa. So now, for an example, let's consider you want people with this same criteria, but only thing is that you don't want anybody from Goa. How do you figure this out? So this is a good condition, right? So, previous example, we wanted people from Goa meeting other two criteria. Now we are looking for candidates who are less than 30 years, who are male candidates, but only thing is they are not from Goa. This condition has to be met. So how do we use the not equal to condition? So instead of equals, we have to put these two arrows. Uh, Less than and greater than together you add. So this becomes the not equal to symbol. So here I will make it 29. So here instead of Kerala, I will Goa, I will make it Kerala. So the condition which is time being which is false here should become true because I'm changing the state to Kerala, and the other two conditions are already met, the age less than 30 years, and then the sex is being male here. So it automatically changed to true. So understood, right? This is a very easy to understand concept, but this particular thing not equal to is not much used. So rarely people know these things. So for it took a while for me to understand how to write not equal to condition. Okay, I will change it back to equals is itself. So let's have some cells know that is meeting this criteria. So now we are going to try the the conditional formatting thing. So I will you know how conditional formatting works. A conditional formatting colors a cell based on a formula if that is going to be true. So I'm copying the same formula here. What I want to do here is I want to highlight the employee names which are meeting this criteria. So that would be a visual representative would be much easier to present for people. So I have copied the formula for a sake of convenience. So I selected this cell where I want to apply this conditional formatting. I go to home, conditional formatting, new rule, and then here use a formula. So I just copy paste the same formula here. I will add equals as well. So and then I choose the kind of formatting I want here. So normally the fill thing is very easier to identify. So I will use fill to for the sake of simplicity. I'm choosing red, which is very much visible. So any cell, any employee that is meeting these criteria will be highlighted with a red color. So this is done. So as you can see, this employee one is highlighted in red because all the conditions we are looking for are being met. So age less than 29, we are looking for a male candidate met, and we are looking for a candidate from Goa that's met. So what I do is no, this is a very it appears to be simpler for a small set of data to manually do it, uh, but it's difficult when you have data set exceeding 100. So I copied and pasted the same formatting here. You know how this works. You go to home button, format painter. So and you click on this particular cell wherein you apply the conditional formatting, and you just drag and drop that particular format painter on the remaining cells where you want to apply this conditional formatting. This is automatically taken care. So now I can make changes to this one. This is being highlighted. Cell A6 is being highlighted because all these criteria are met. So I'm going to change it to 35 now. So the value or the coloring or the conditional formatting automatically updated. So here I will make it I will change the state to Goa so that all the other conditions are met. So it become true and it got highlighted in red as we wanted. So friends, I hope now this is very clear about using AND function. So now go to a bit of bit appears to be a bit an example which appears to be a bit complex, but with the understanding of the logic behind this one, you are going to find it very easier. So you do it 2 3 times, then you will be able to understand. I'm also sharing this work file in the in my blog, uh, the details of which the details of the link of the blog are all given in the description box. Please go through that one, try practicing it 2 3 times, and you will be an expert in using this AND function. So you can think of ways to use this function. There are many things. So if you work in a contact center, so you can apply this formula to uh, decide people who are getting certain number of surveys and who are achieving certain number of customer satisfaction scores. So there are so many things you can do with the AND function. So let me take another practical example here. So in an organization in India, one is not supposed to work consecutively for 7 days. So if somebody works for 7 days consecutively, that can lead to legal consequences as per the labor law. So I'm not going into that much into all those things, but this is one requirement I heard and I know of. So here is the attendance file. There can be mistakes when we are updating attendance manually into the tool. So even though one has not worked for 7 days, we may have ended up entering somebody's attendance as present consecutively for 7 days. So to check whether somebody to in this, what we want to do is we want to highlight that particular cell, the seventh day cell. If the remaining six cells in the remaining six entries are present, the seventh entry is also present, then the seventh entry should be highlighted. This is the conditions we are looking for. So here, which is our seventh cell here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So H3, H3 is the cell which is the seventh cell here. So I need to apply this formula from the seventh cell onwards. So I am using this formula, same formula. I will tell you, I will show you. So this is the formula. Let me zoom this for your benefit. So the formula, as you can see, starting with an AND function, and then it uses another function here, count if. Count if B3 to G3, range B3 to G3, that is the attendance cell 1 to attendance cell 6. So what do we want to count here? PR. PR means the code for present is equal to C. So here basically we are checking these six cells are reading the attendance code as PR. So is that true? Is the previous six cells attendance or the previous 6 days attendance is present? So this is what we are taking here. So it checks for B3 to G3 cell range. The six cells behind the one we are checking the updating the conditional formatting is equal to 6 days of presence. Is that true or false? That is one condition we are checking here. And here in the seventh cell, H3 is equal to PR. The six days attendance is also present, and the seventh day attendance is also present. So that means that the attendance is present, marked present consecutively for 7 days. Is that true? If these two conditions are met, we want that particular cell to be highlighted in a red color so that we can take immediate action to avoid anything wrong in this our data table. So let me just add this into a conditional formatting and apply this conditional formatting to cell H3 and show you how it works. So this is the cell. I selected H3 now. Now I'm going to Home tab. I'm going to select conditional formatting. As I explained in the previous example, choose new rule. New rule, use a formula to decide which cells to format. I forgot to copy that. I'll just copy. So I'm in H3 cell where I want to apply this conditional formatting, choosing the new rule from conditional formatting, and I use the last option, use a formula to determine which cells to format. So I paste the same formula here. Remember, the formula should starts with a is equals to sign, is equal to sign, and enter the same formula, and then choose the formatting you want. For a sake of simplicity, I'm choosing the red one, which is very much visible. So I will make it okay. So why is it cell highlighted in red? As you can see here, the 6 days, previous 6 days attendance is marked as present. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All the 7 days attendance has been marked as present. So it is going to highlight this seventh cell as the one that needs attention. So I will mark it as a week off here. In between, I will mark one as a week off. So the conditional formatting vanishes. So I'm going to revert it back. So now let me apply this same conditional formatting to all other cells. So in the last example also I explained how do we do that. We select the file wherein we have already applied the conditional formatting. We go to home button and click on this format painter, and remember to apply this conditional formatting only to the cells after this seventh value, because no, this is what important for me. So I want this to be applied to the attendance data which are after the seventh days or after the sixth days from the seventh day. So here now there are some cells which are highlighted in red, you can see here. So this one again same as the first column, all cells are PR, so that's the reason it is highlighted in red. Here you can see after seventh day, sixth after 6 days of present, another seventh day cell is PR, so that's the reason it is highlighted in red. Friends, no, I think and I believe this explains the basics of using AND function effectively for a practical scenario, and I'm sure that no, you are going to get a better insight by practicing this function with two or three times with the using the file I'm going to share in the my blog page. Please visit the blog page and download this one and practice it. And please do subscribe to this one, and give a like to this video, so that I'm updating videos regularly and you are going to benefit from these videos. I reiterate, so my intention here is that, so I want to make people improve people's expertise, Excel expertise from the beginner level to an intermediate level. So I learned Excel on my own, and I know how much time I took to learn these things, and how I struggled searching Google and all other things and going through videos and all. So uh, I request you people to subscribe this, so that you get to learn only the things that you need. You don't have to learn 100% of the Excel. So which is not possible for for a normal human being. So we working in different fields. We don't have that much of time. So I know the understanding the limitations of people who are executives. So this video is for those people who want to learn only the things they need for their work, their job, and they want to know this with the expertise, 100% expertise. Thank you. Please do subscribe. Please do like this video. Thank you very much. So wait for the next video. Thanks.